All right, this is chapter 6, number 6. This is the labor discipline model. And what we want to do is do the theoretical work behind the paper by Lazier and co-authors, where they studied the effect of the Great Recession on firm effort. What we're going to do is draw a best response curve for a base case. Then we're going to start with the base case. Then we're going to look at the crisis years, and then the post-crisis year we'll call just a return to the base case. And we're going to make this assumption that the employer didn't adjust wages, and then we'll talk a little bit about why that might be. There's another study found that to be true. All right, let's get started. So here for this model, remember we have the effort on the y-axis and the wage rate on the x-axis, dollars per hour, and this is the effort level, and that's always a proportion out of the maximum effort. The maximum effort is 1. We assume a worker can't do more than that. And in this model, let's think about the base case. There's some wage needed to get the person in the door, and then the person works harder with the higher wage, but that best response function can only asymptotically approach maximum effort. From the firm's point of view, the firm just cares about effort per dollar spent, doesn't care whether it pays half the wage rate for paying 2 people to work at half effort to get it 1 unit of full effort, or the firm is indifferent, we assume, between paying double the wage for a worker that'll work a full 1 unit effort level. So the effort per dollar spent lines are just raised from the origin, and the firm wants to minimize costs. And the steeper the effort per dollar, the lower the flatter the dollar per unit of effort curve is. So the cost minimizing firm will end up paying a wage rate that gets the profit maximizing level of effort, E naught, we'll call that. All right, along comes the Great Recession. What does that look like? Well, now people feel lucky to have their job. There's people getting laid off all around them. We're just going to suppose the best response function shifts to the left. And what's more, though, we're assuming that firms don't reduce the wage rate. So what this model predicts is that effort would rise during the Great Recession. And then the Great Recession ends, we're just going to assume that we're back to the original. And indeed, this is what the authors found. They studied insurance claims adjuster so that the work was somewhat homogeneous, so more claims processed indicated higher effort. They found out that effort level by the people that kept their jobs during the Great Recession did indeed go up during the recession, and it fell back down after the recession. Now, why might firms keep the wage rate high? We notice that wages are sticky downward. It seems that reducing wages is just really demoralizing, and firms don't do it. They want to keep their employees. It's really expensive to find and train workers. If you as a company get a bad reputation as a company to work for, it can really keep good workers from working for you. There's just a lot of reasons why firms don't want to be that firm. All right, I think that's what we have for this one.